I do have to say that even with the Medusa pick, I think in general I like Nouns' draft a little bit better. You don't have an egg hitter, okay, and that's a big problem usually.
We'll see. I think if MOUZ get out of the lanes quite well and get the game slowed down, they could be in a good spot, but they got to be careful not to get run over.
Absolutely, and there's a couple of heroes on the lineup of Nouns that really love to sort of play that high-octane tempo strategy. Did he cut the tree as he was getting tied to it? Oh, I think
Yuma cut it for him. Yuma has the Quelling Blade.
And they keep a little bit of extra distance fly, still taking some more hits. Is he going to be first blood, or does he get Cogs back up in time?
There's a man going Narman.
Oh, gotta run, and no, it is going to be first blood drawn by Narman. Well played indeed. You know, one other thing I do want to mention about the catch, though, that I'm kind of curious to see how it works is,
I don't know, I click on this Doom and I look at it, I'm like, this cosmetic should not exist. Why? Look at his face. It's like a unit from Heroes 3.
Sorry,
amazing game, by the way.
I'm looking at Supreme Time at the moment, but yeah, it does.
Yeah, but Heroes of Might and Magic 3, though.
Okay,
right?
I see. I hear you.
Feel me?
They didn't have time for
Well, not when
else.
Heroes 3 came out. Dota wasn't even a thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's an old game. I think it's from, is it 99 or something? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to look it up just for you, okay?
Thank you. I really appreciate that. The high-level commentary that we're looking for is Copy cannot get his zip off the full chain stun. Maybe Pango is an answer to this storm.
Saying. All right.
Interesting. I mean, I guess the thing about that, too, that's, like, pretty annoying is that you can't even, like, normally you'd be able to, like, raindrop or something, but it's all physical damage. Yeah, as they do come and take this hard camp, a big old stack now onto the Ancients as well. Does not look like there's going to be any contention coming out, but meanwhile, Yuma just shows up. They still have Doom. Yeah, he can just turn. Oh, that would have been enough.
That's an important miss, but
wait, no,
he walks in.
He walked back into it.
All right, he'll still live.
Narman pulled. Couple more hits is all they need. And, well, with the Cogs connection, Narman does eventually go down.
If everything went right for MOUZ there, they might have killed both heroes and lived.
Yeah. They're still looking up top. Want to get this kill right now onto the Pango. And Supreme shows
illusion.
Lellis onto him, immediately taken off, but
he's cooked.
No way he gets out of that one.
Too much damage. Force is too late, and he also doesn't have Doom yet.
Yeah, 10 seconds might have been nice, but at least bait some abilities out of him as the Manta is completed. Meanwhile, Doom used on Gunner. He seems perfectly fine. Snot rocketing, running around.
I don't know about perfectly fine.
I mean, it's a lot of damage, and, well, yep, he's not perfectly
I will
fine.
give you this, though. He did seem perfectly fine, but then they connected.
Yes, then they
and then he
him.
seemed less fine.
I think, actually, the Snot rocket killed him there.
He's going to have to supernova really quickly here.
And it's not going to happen.
Oh, might have had an opportunity, actually.
I mean, one thing that I think is... Well, I mean, hold on. Force might be in some further trouble here. The two supports combining together to take down the offlaner. Nice connection there.
Yeah, a couple of successful moves back-to-back here for Nouns. Waking up a little bit, using their levels. And if they connect here, this should be super easy. They have the Rod of Atos on Narman, so extra catch, and with the Pango Diffusal. Yep, Yuma is very dead here.
Yuma cuts the tree. Gets him away for a moment. Supreme trying to go for the ulti. In trouble. Pulled back in. No, they can't get him. Oh, Yuma with the tree cut. That kept him alive. If Narman had just placed his bushwhack a little to the side, he would have survived.
All right, I'll put an asterisk on that play and say I thought Pango had ult.
Wow.
But he did not. So this backfires very badly. And Gunner is going to solo Force, too.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. What should have been a guaranteed Luna kill ends up failing because they were just 5 seconds short on that Rolling Thunder cooldown.
I think one of the things there, too, is if you remember, Luna ran down to get back to base. If she had gone up to that camp, she would have been dead.
Yeah, so she would have been in a much more compromised position. And also, they would have connected on her later.
Exactly.
And therefore, Pango would have been ready. That's very true. Another pick. They find Supreme. And just get that free trade of resources, essentially. Okay, MOUZ. Big damage onto Fly, but can they connect the Atos? Yes.
They've got him there, and will bring down the Clockwork, but in the jungle, they find
they got a Doom on the Storm.
Is this going to be enough for the kill? Yes, definitely. So, well, he has barriers. Does not matter. Doesn't matter even a little bit, I don't think. So they take him down. Lelis also going to fall. 3 dead on the side of Nouns. They really need that clockwork to be with them, I feel like, to make the fights happen. As Yuma pressures bottom, but eventually going to retreat back to keep farming.
Nice play call. They're going to get this Aegis for Copy scot-free. They have enough time to get out, I think. Well, maybe not if MOUZ actually fancy their chances here, but looks like they will disengage as well. The play call here.
He runs into all of them, turns his back, forwards right there, and jump for the backline, gets Narman. He's very low though, and Gunnar gets low but not dead. The Terrorize keeps him alive. They jump away. Supernova expended. Now hook shot available. Copy low on mana, but does still have that Aegis. Tries to zip away. He's not going anywhere. The rest of the team ready to help out. Yuma hunting, hook shot connects onto the Phoenix, and now they got to run, but I don't think Copy's going to let him get away. Now they do have Doom back up if he wants to turn and drop it down immediately, but now they're committed to the fight. Force is out, they're keeping him away. The Force staff trying to keep the Storm alive, and all that, they go all the way in. Storm low, and Storm going to die. But they get some retribution kills here. Olnett completely out of mana. A couple more hits is all they need, and well, Yuma's going to be able to get it.
If he doesn't get off this snake, this is a much better fight for Nouns. It is, in the end, going to be pretty much a draw, but without that final snake, I think they also get Lelis out of there.
Oh, we'll see. They jump in.
Oh, they get him!
He's got the shield rune, though. He's going to stay alive through this one, I think. They try and back away. The Supernova is already down. BKB out. He's surviving. If they can stay alive through the full round, maybe they can reinitiate. The hook shot goes in. Fly trying to fight this one now, and they have the huge Eclipse out. Copy goes back in for the initiation, trying to take down Began, and they will get him. Yuma now hits, pull back on to that Medusa. Olnett pops the Stone Gaze, but Force, he is going to fall. They lose Copy in the end, and now a buyback from the Phoenix. Yuma's just going to try and TP out of there, and will it escape? Yes! 27 HP, still dying to the Spirit Vessel. Wow.
All right, without that TP out, that is a disaster for Nouns. And Medusa will go for, by the looks of it, a Silver Edge. So the break on the Pango, or excuse me, the break on the Bristle, but also just a way of getting into the fight and setting stuff up. As we see a nice kill from Nouns here onto Supreme. Was not expecting that one. Long distance jump from Copy plus Yuma. DOTA is very strong. If DOTA gets jumped, the counterplay from MOUZ should be pretty straightforward.
Force up on the high ground, ready to jump. They see him instead. And now, finding and trying to kill this Doom. Can they bring him down in time? They don't get the pushback on the Cogs, and they get the Doom onto the Luna. Now Copy free to run around. Supreme stuck on the cliff. He's off to the side. They do eventually get Gunnar. But as Doom wears off, your opportunity to take a fight, it's a little bit sketchy now. No roll, no Doom.
Well, you do have a 5-on-4 though if you buy back your Doom.
Jumps in. Lincoln's pop. Supreme backs away. Good damage out the Terrorize. Yuma, he's right on top of him. They're tearing this Medusa apart. She's got no mana left. They throw out the Stone Gaze. They need to finish off this Roche, but Olnett, he's going to try and TP out of there. They're going to find these supports off in the back. Can't get the Phoenix, who's hiding off the map, but Narman will not be so lucky in terms of getting away. Nouns, they get the Roche.
Can't help but wonder if that was a team fight. Oh my god, Copy almost died to Roche. I can't help but wonder if that would have been a team. Oh!
What?
He died to the Roar.
The Roar? How much damage does the Roar do?
Enough?
I have never seen that before.
I have never seen that before either, but it's actually kind of important because it means the Aegis has to go on the Luna. Because you'd think against a hero like Medusa, it's really valuable to have the Conda since you don't necessarily want to take the head-on fight all the time where you're just standing your ground, but rather play on the ranged poke.
Right.
It seems like Yuma has a different idea. All right, he's going to walk straight in. I mean, now they're going for a bit of a high ground. They don't have Aegis, but Narman was not ready for that at all.
I mean, I guess if you catch him unprepared, it works pretty well.
Yeah.
It hits Silver Edge, Gorgon Grass. Not going to be able to do anything extra there. They take down Roche's banner, but Yuma with a Solar Crest, keeping him very, very tanky, and Copy not afraid even a little bit. They spot him, they get Olnett. good damage out. Now the Thunderbolt rolling. Supreme wants to chase down for more, seeing if they can find him. Gunner.
Oh, this is not well executed.
Yeah, this is not what they were hoping for.
This is really not great from MOUZ. That's just so much down the drain. No roll, no supernova, and they didn't connect with the Doom. They didn't connect. I mean,
smoke up now. Doom is ready, but we have the amplified damage on copy. Olnit shows right in the middle, and they're going to immediately jump this DOTA. Terrorize out, doesn't get to cast a thing. That was horrific.
He walked straight out in the middle of the map with no backup and no buyback. That's actually probably just the end of the game in the most possibly anticlimactic way I can imagine.
That's not what he was hoping for. Maybe a symptom of a problem there, but they do end up losing their Medusa, and now they're going to lose the base. No buyback on the Phoenix. Force trying to survive. The BKB is there, but way too much physical damage. Tier 4 towers hit, and Nouns looking to close this one out here, although there is a buyback from Doom now. They pull in, catch, and they're going to kill Supreme. Never mind, they're not backing away. They're going to hit the Ancient. Nouns feeling very good. GG is called.
What's it gonna be? And we get Sven as carry. This is probably the first big carry, first Sven of the tournament as well. I don't remember seeing it on any.
I think it is.
The mono region's nice. You're going to be involved in plays, as we talked about with the Shadow Step. And nice torrent. Big damage. Bengen actually has to dive out of that.
That was really nice. I mean, you gotta love the torrent like mind games that go on. It's one of the better things that you can see in
Bengen
Dota.
has to dodge this one or he's dead.
And Gunners! You're inside of his brain.
Okay.
Get out of his brain, man. That's not okay. What the hell? And also going for the high tide facet. It's pretty gnarly. And Fly down bottom. Taking a hit, will he get another one? He's not going to be able to escape. Narman finds that kill too.
And also, you have a little bit of freedom because it seems like at this point in time, Yuma... Okay, actually, Yuma's going to even rotate. They really want to get Olnit again because he TP died.
They're going
or rather, TP to base.
First, although that rotation in from Force, that stops it. Gunner now backing away. TP! Oh, just out of range, but level 6 means the Kunkka man in some trouble. The rum
this
when already
will
popped.
Possibly... No, never mind. Not take some time.
Okay.
Almost got the career.
Wow. Force making the rotation to get the kill.
He would have ended up playing level 5 Spectre against level 6.5 Kunkka, and that lane is just not inhabitable, so... Good move there from Force. He's looking for more.
Supreme roll. Now they try and get involved a little bit with Olnit too. Can they take down Copy? Backs away with the Spectre. Forces out a bit too far. The dagger will come through, but this is going to be a dead Primal. So, no real chance to do much here, although underneath the tower,
Brambles in a second. He has the stun as well, so this is not going to miss.
They go for the stun first, and Olnit, I think he's just in no man's land at this point. The root is there, and wait a minute now, he ran out of dagger. Oh, that's frustrating.
And now Bengen, okay. Sometimes we see Blade Mail bot on Spectre for multiple purposes. Obviously, if you're going into the fight with Shadow Step and you pop your Blade Mail, you do extra damage.
They find him here. Supreme
nice mark.
Pulled back in. The Torrent is there, saving the boat, but they get him with that battery assault. One more hit from Gunner. So they bring in numbers, making this work. Assassinate onto Bengen. It's not going to be feeling that good. He's on the far side of the hot tub, and they're going to move in. And, well, now with Dark Willow right there as well, this should be an easy bring down. So we'll try and escape, but the Torrent connection, gone.
Yeah, now the TP rotation. This is even worse than Spectre just dying. Now you TP 2 heroes up here.
Oh, this
if
is
Lelis
really
gets out too... Okay, they did find him. That's something. Going the way of Narman. This is the way Spectre stays on par for the course, is through assists, or ideally last hits on hero kills, but the moves are not successful.
Oh, this is not looking good.
Supreme might get Stormhammer too.
The Cinder, this is not looking so good for them. Things are really falling apart here as the game is starting to get off the rails. MOUZ lose another 2 heroes. Their support's falling, and
the one saving grace they have is they have pretty good farm on their primal, so he's going to get BKB delivered.
maybe bottom.
Now.
They're going on to Yuma with Force nearby. They're going to try and get Spectre involved with the Shadow Step. A lot of damage onto this carry, and Yuma will go down. Fly, on the other hand, going to be chased by Narman. No more Diabolic Edict, but with all this magic damage, does have Cogs a while away. Tries to get denied, and he will.
Oh!
Well done.
I think Allnet and Lesh walking in together. All right, Gabe, it's time for your daily Dota Plus expectancy test.
Hold that thought.
This fight is over.
And they're going to drop the Supernova, and that might be enough to keep Allnet alive.
Assassinate. Oh, he's fine.
South. Supreme rolling, trying to get involved. They do have more damage out from the Phoenix if they want. Cursed Crown connects. Copy's still there. Now they will have another Shadow Step at 15, but the turn on to Norman. Yuma put the stun! Oh, and now that's way too much damage.
Oh boy, that one's costly, and he's not even going to get assassinated. And I think it's just because... I don't know exactly what sample, like what data set Dota Plus uses for its predictions, but I'm assuming it just loses a wide variety of pub games. And when Spectre is not behind by enough,
hook shot.
She has a tendency of turning games around. This is a big kill.
The BKB reveal, and now in a punishing situation, Force. His BKB wears out, will only get hit by the Torrent. He's also going Blink Dagger.
This is what they were hoping for. He was saying in the coach interview from Immortal Faith, it's like, if we can get through the laning stage okay, I really think our lineup makes a ton of sense.
And
Sven
these types of movements
exploded.
You just can't really... I mean, it's all gone now. Supreme.
Not every day you see that.
Does have the roll-up, so Kunkka pretty hard.
X combo is borderline impossible against Pango when he has that.
Although if you just hit a freehand torrent, Supreme... Now they got him caught. That is what you're looking for.
Oh, they're going to get collateral damage on Bangin.
Yeah, nowhere to go here at all.
Yep, that was the way to do it. Gunnar knew he couldn't initiate with X. It had to be that blind torrent into hookshot combo.
And now, big smoke up into the triangle. Allnet. Oh. This is scary. Can they catch up to... I mean, they know exactly where he is going. The blink forward, find him for the stun.
This is a big one.
And trying to get that kill, they'll get him.
Yeah, he was trying to shadow step. Oh, not happening either.
Like Aegis, I would say. Because it seems like with this one, at least, Nouns are not trying to push their tempo too hard with this Aegis. Although, as I say that, they're starting to walk down mid. Force could be in some trouble here. Hook shot in, and now the follow-up stun. They full to zero it.
Yeah.
Can they get the right opening? Do they know where they're looking? Fly breaks the smoke immediately there. Interrupted. Copy gets that BKB off. This fight is not the way MOUZ wanted it to go. Flying the perfect angle, just gets evaporated by Narman and the rest of them. But now Gunnar in the midst of it. They're trying to keep this sniper man alive. The boat's going out, so staying alive as much as possible with the rum. As they do buy back on Fly. So far, 2-for-1 exchange. Supreme jumps in. Copy gets some separation, now free to hit. Forces on top of him, though. Yuma, the rest of them, ripping him to shreds, so they will. Oh, now lose Copy. He gets out. Triple kill for Yuma. Gunnar comes in for the finish. 5 dead. The ultra kill for the big bad Sven.
Sven 3-shot the Spectre with a Daedalus crit, and then he went over and 3-shot the Primal as well with a Daedalus crit. Enemy full-on team wipe. MOUZ are uninterested in spending buybacks, so they will lose a full lane of barracks here. And you would imagine Yuma will get out scot-free as well. The stun missing from Narman.
And Narman now going to get caught, hit by the boat, but he's canceling the TP.
That was a shard stun, Gunnar. There was a second wave.
Yeah, that was not great. Now Gunnar, I mean, he's probably very dead, yes. With Force coming in, there's no way out of that one.
That's a relatively small price to pay to get the melee Rex. And he goes in, gets caught, and just gets 3-shot here. 1, 2, 3.
Yikes. And then
Supreme gets canceled as well. I mean...
Whoa, they're all dead! I guess that shows what can happen the other way when Lesh is free to hit. They were all under the sun. I mean, you're still going to want to stun the Spectre.
Yeah, that's the thing. Eventually, you're going to have to control her, right?
Yeah.
Force going to get hexed by Gunnar.
The initial start to this fight. Does he use the BKB? No. Stun onto 2 immediately. And now they're caught. The hook shot interrupts it, though. Just barely. They have the rum buff. That's Yuma. BKB walking away from the fight. Never feels good. And they're in further trouble. Gunnar trying to walk away. It's not going to happen. That's 3 dead with no buyback. They do bring down Narman. But a huge loss for Nouns as the late game lineup of MOUZ is starting to come online in a big way.
Something is going to happen. We'll see if Nouns can find a way. There's some serious damage here from Copy.
I mean,
all right. That's the Aegis.
Something is gonna happen.
Unexpected. I was not expecting him to die there, first off. And
oh no, own it, not like this. He's in trouble. I mean, Copy is still beating into him, and where's the help? There's nobody. He's just dead for nothing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dota fans. I got my hopes up there.
Decide not to. It's an arcane down bottom that Narman is looking to pick up. Now, Shadow step in.
That's a... Okay.
That's a dead Copy. And now Gunnar also in trouble. Ascetics cap out. They have the boat going. Not that much left in the tank. Lelis in trouble. Lelis going to die. And unfortunately for Gunnar, he too is looking to be heading that way. So they jump, find the sniper, and it's just immediately over.
Narman as well as Bengen are about 5,000 ahead of their counterparts. This is going to start mattering more and more.
Lelis, he's found the BKB. This is also a refresher onto Force.
Oh, Yuma didn't BKB!
They find the back. He's gone so quickly, but the damage out. Wait a minute, maybe he has enough. He bursts through Force, takes him down. So no primal. He bought out for that. Copy is going to die, though. So they lose a couple, several more buybacks. Gunnar trying to stay alive, has the Hex back up again, but they don't have, well, now they have him. Yuma's off to the side, but now they pop a second egg. And the breakfast scramble as Narman, oh, but the Aghanims, he's got to run away. The Nihilism doing good work. Yuma just trying to stay alive here. Still damage out from the Dark Willow as well as Gunnar. Supreme survives through it. They throw the tidal wave to get a little bit more separation. Now Olnet on top of Lelis. They try and back away and will manage to get out of there. But Yuma in this fight, I mean, he just doesn't have quite enough yet. He's trying to bring down Bengen. It's a lot of heal, but it is not enough. Too much kite. And in the end, it's just, it felt like they couldn't connect with the heroes that did damage.
20 additional explosions. Yeah, that's a 50% damage increase on Diabolic Edict, which is insanely strong. Okay,
wow.
Yuma. He's just X-marked. They're trying to bait. All right.
They got BKB out.
They got Haunt. Olnet's in there. Okay, he's jumping around.
A lot used. A bounce now. Need to interrupt this one. Do they do it? Terrorize out. Yuma so low. Hook shot in. The the turnaround. Sven doing Sven things. Can he build him up? Yes, he's going to take down Force. But now the egg. That's a lot of magical damage. They hit. They bring him down low, and he's going to kill off that Spectre. Now Cheese used. Yuma hit stun. Control gone. Does have buyback, but can he get away? Olnet backs out Fly very low. There's a buyback used by Sven and does not quite have enough in the tank. Wait, Yuma jumps in, wants to find and kill, but he's just getting torn asunder.
Oh no!
No, he's not going to get out of there. The slowdown. Olnet still chasing. They find him. They're right on top of Yuna. That's a dieback. That is going to be game. GG is called. The unorthodox pick. It works out here.
And this is a very strong combination of heroes. So even though you're not really getting the stacks from the Medusa, you can get them from Disruptor. You can go on him. And Tusk and Visage is incredibly strong. So there's that.
The question is, hang on. Let's see if it's even time for questions yet. Fly is in major trouble.
Oh God,
he is done.
Quick and easy.
First blood for Narman.
He takes it again.
Pugna is very, very different in that regard. As a result, your offlaner is now, or the 4 is going to be Tusk, who's actually, by the way, super dead right now, getting glimpsed back by Bengen. will leave the kill for Olnit. So another kill going MOUZ's way. As we talked about, you know, Pugna has a very clear path. Play with the Storm, take initiations with him, refill him, keep him going, play some aggression around the Visage, as Bengen is indeed on the receiving end of that aggression.
Copy Norman with the rotation in to get the cookie kill. That is big.
That's a big kill. In the meantime, up top, Lelis as well as Gunnar will find a kill themselves, but now Gunnar is actually completely out of resources, with the exception of, well, yeah, they're thinking about it. Rotation from Fly. Yep, they're in.
Moving, chasing, Narman. Oh, good damage on the Lelis, but will decrep and walk away.
Didn't have the
same
shards
time,
ready.
Copy, is he going to get pulled on back
No
here?
glimpse, but he has no mana.
The roll, the
Eight on the
chase,
stick.
wants to juke it. It's pretty tough though, has a zip available, but he can't get it off in time. Copy finally gets it, but eventually they're going to chase him down. Supreme going to fall.
Oh,
Now
Gunnar comes in, but glimpsed. Now his birds are mid. Super
Yeah.
awkward. That Copy gets to get something done here. Bottle refill coming in for Supreme. Resources are back. They will try to jump him. This is very aggressive.
It's good damage, but again, with Bengen nearby, and now also having Force here, Copy
Oh, if he
in
dies here.
trouble, the glimpse.
Oh my god, that is really ungood.
Also known as bad, Bengen gets the
How dare
finish
you.
there. Holy moly, man. That is,
Oh,
yes. This is as bad as it gets.
this is really bad for Nouns, and obviously really good for MOUZ. This is the exact thing you want in this early game, is to shut down Storm and steal stacks. I feel like you couldn't even have hope for this almost.
Static
Static
Storm
Storm.
laid
Yep.
down, and that is a dead toss. They just keep on feeding kills
decrepping Gunnar.
one by one. If they can get Gunnar here too, it's all falling apart for Nouns. All they wanted to do was play Storm Pugna, and they're getting their faces smashed. He's gonna run in now. Yuma shows up as well. Copy had already used Electric Vortex, so a chase now is tough, but they used a lot of resources too by MOUZ. Well, shout out to Bengen for waiting for that animation before he cast that glimpse.
Yuma will be
Looking.
spotted out here by Force. Very awkward situation. He'll meet Lelis, and he'll meet Moro position.
Okay, nicely played.
He's dead. Big
gotta
kill.
take it
Lelis
out.
will maybe burn out?
Yes. Bengen does have Static
Oh,
Storm.
Copy.
He's got to get the hell out of here.
And they
TP
see him for glimpse.
looking.
Oh.
No. Just
I think
out
he
of
was
range.
almost animating that on the Disruptor, it looked like.
Yeah. It's really, really solid.
He's one of the most polarizing supports in the sense that he is extremely... Oh, hang on, Gunnar. Yeah, well, the moves just keep on coming. Nice full bore from Narman.
Bird drop, but they got him.
So Disruptor has some very clear strengths and very clear weaknesses, and he's not a particularly good laner.
Don't have roll.
Yeah.
He at least
And
feels...
Ulnit really wants this tower. Well, he'll get it.
Now, Yuma onto Narman, finds him. The fight separated into two different parts, and this is exactly what Nouns are looking for. As Force in some trouble pulls him back in, more than enough to get those two kills. Say, all right, don't focus on it, on to the next thing. It feels like there's definitely some amount of just wanting to, you know, keep that focus on the moment and make the best possible move from here on, not let it affect you. We'll see if Gunnar now is going to end up running into some issues himself. Lelis trying to get close to help. Gunnar buying some time, but eventually they are going to leave him for dead. The birds?
Yeah, Birds will survive for now. I wonder if Supreme wants to commit. No, he's going to let them go. If you catch him with literally anything, he might just die in a Static Storm. But that's a big if. Copy has an Arcane Rune, and he's on the hunt. We'll see Force. He's a really tough target. He's going to go for the Disruptor.
Static Storm immediately down. And
Oh,
now
no!
Heal? Heal? Does he have enough to stay alive? No, he's going to be brought down, but it might be enough, all of those heals, to let them win the fight after the fact. Bengen chase, they've already lost two, going to be a third.
That was really important that Fly got to drain for as long as he did to make that Storm kill as hard as possible, but because your spells are so incredibly high impact, but they're also very limited in cast range. So arguably, Aetherlens is actually a supporting item. Fly's dead. He got glimpsed.
Narman 2.
1 for 1.
Just trying to get some sneaky little damage there on the
Yeah, he was
Pugna.
blasting the tower a couple times and forced out a rotation.
They're going to see a
Bengen
courier.
will break the smoke. He is cooked.
Yeah, that is an instant one. And now, 3-lane free game. Copy running in Narman. They pop the BKB Ray to chase for more. Force, Glimmered. They know exactly where he is, though.
He still hasn't piped. Man, that was really late on the pipe.
Yeah. Narman
Probably would have died anyway, though.
Lelis just saving that punch for this Snapfire, and, well, they will eventually be able to run him down. So 3 for nothing.
Yep, that's a very good sequence. And that means there's less of a purpose for Bengen. Who do you really play with? You kind of have to play with Pango. Speaking of, going to get jumped by Copy.
Gorgon's grasp, the good
He's
damage
dead.
out. He just dies. Just like that, and now Yuma, Gunnar, they could chase Olnit a little bit more, but a bit too scary.
Really reading the map correctly, not playing in the perhaps in the correct pairings. Because
Finding yet again, Walrus Punch all
what's
in.
going on?
Where's the help? Why are you there?
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna lose a lot now. Cinderin,
What?
this is a tier 3 tower.
What the hell? Okay. Well,
They get to their tier 2 tower. Copy is showing. They have a ward down right here, so they'll see him in just a moment. Zips away. Now Olnit, they zip further away. Tries to run in Thunderbolt. Good damage. Force really low, isolated, and going to be cookied out. Okay, Glimmer Cape alive. This is almost done.
Oh
and
my God,
Supreme just drops a good static storm, but guess what? There's BKBs. They're already there. Copy is out of mana, dying to the Medusa, does eventually fall down, but that's also going to be Medusa very quickly killed as well. This all started with Force getting brought down low, but he does survive in the end.
I think that'll be the new effigies.
Good. Very good. Well, Roche is going to be up very soon now, as we'll have ideas for global cosmetics coming out very soon. Smoke on smoke. Yuma, first one in. Big hit. Copy low, but already dead. Disruptor. No static storm in this battle, except they did already pop BKBs, and now it's a buyback. Gunnar is kind of in an awkward spot. Copy can't stay in this fight. Fly is trying to back away. Yuma stepping forward, static storm on nothing. On literally nothing. As Olnit now in trouble, and there is nothing to throw out anymore because they used all their spells. Bengen dead. They buy back on Medusa, but MOUZ, nowhere left to go. They're running right down mid, trying to close this game out. I want to send us home a little bit early here. Tier 4 towers already dropping, and they don't have anything to deal with this.
Well, they have a glyph.
Jump in, punch, control. If Olnit dies here, it's all over. That is going to be dead. 90 seconds, no buyback. GG is called. Nouns take full advantage, and when it counts, they get what they need.